coming through for Kara. Kara, are you ready for your reading?
I'm ready.
Yay, okay. So Kara is coming through right now, and or Ashley is coming through right now. Sorry, I have it in my head. Ashley is actually saying that she's good friends with Allie on the other side. She's saying we're good friends. We hang out, and they're so grateful. And so many of them are expressing their gratitude that all of you are here in this group together, because they're saying that they love the connection. They get to have the connection with you, certainly very strong, with their parents very strong, but they get to connect with the other kids and with the other families, with the other parents, and so many of them just are very, very grateful for that and really, really enjoy that. So that's really, really, really wonderful. So I'm just going to now really dial into Ashley and let her take it away with her messages for us today. So first of all, she's showing me she's very witty. Like the first impression I get is personality usually for me, and I'm seeing that she's got a real sense of grace and charm and a wit to her, like a very cunning wit. Like she's very quick and smart. And she's saying she's remembering somebody in her family. It could be a grandfather, somebody that says she's smart as a whip, or quick as a whip, with her mind. So she's very smart and very proud of being smart. She's thankful because she was always encouraged, to be strong or independent or smart, and to hold her own and in a situation. And she's grateful for that because that's something she's very proud of. She's proud of that characteristic, that attribute in her. She says she was never afraid to be an individual, never afraid to be herself. And she says, I owe that to my mom. I owe that to being so loved and supported and so cared for. The other thing that she's saying, thank you for helping me love myself and be so beautiful. She says that beauty really does shine from the inside out sometimes. You see it in the way people express themselves, and she expressed herself with, she's saying just a lot of strength and confidence, and she says she feels beautiful to be her, and she says that she gets that from her mother. So she's saying that she's just really grateful and loving with regard to all of that. Now let's just see what other few little things she has going on. She too is showing us her third eye, which is a sign often that she's got some spiritual intuitiveness or sensitivity, but hers comes about in a very special way. Her spiritual sensitivity comes about in a way that is very intellectual. She's showing us that she's what we call now, or that we may not have known then, but we know now, is a clear cognizant, or someone, we've all heard the word clairvoyant, clear seeing, but clear cognizant is clear thinking. She says a lot of her smarts and a lot of her just quickness of wit comes from being very intuitive with her mental faculties, really being able to kind of absorb and intuitively dial into information, or kind of feelings and things like that. So she was very, very strong in that, and sometimes she was on a different level than us in a way that it's like she was easily misunderstood by some people, because she was kind of operating maybe at a little different frequency with her smarts, or with her perspective, just being very, very quick. So that's really interesting. She's showing us her independence as being very, very strong. She's like she had this very big, beautiful kind of passion to be independent, to connect with the world in an independent, kind of strong way. And that was her dream. I want to make it on my own, and be out in the world and things like that. So that's a really kind of fun part of her personality. And she says that she loves kind of pioneering and forging her way forward in life. And she says, I wouldn't take back a minute of it. She says, I'm grateful for living my life to the fullest, and I know that I really did. She says she knows that her leaving was very shocking. She says for her at first it was a surprise too. It was a big, kind of shocking sort of thing. But she says that she's really come to a place where she's in a very deep sense of acceptance and love for where she is, and she says, I'm pioneering forward on the next chapter. That's how I choose to see it now, that I've pioneered forward into the next chapter of my life by being in spirit being, moving on into heavenly non-physical form, and pioneering anything that can be at my fingertips now, anything in the universe can be mine to connect with. So she says she continues to harbor that independent, adventurous, fiery, lovely spirit that she has in her exploration of the universe, sort of thing, and of herself, and of this, kind of deeper understanding of life. She says too that she is very, very, very grateful for all of the things that you instilled in her, all of your wisdom and the faith and the love that you instilled in her. She's showing me that she took great comfort in being around you, and also, depending on you when she could. So there's a little duality there. She loves her independence, but she loves to connect with you too. And she's showing me a strong sense of comfort, coming home, and when she, these memories of being home with you, and just feeling your presence, and letting it take her right back to it, just such a receptive, childlike state, receiving, feeling taken care of. She's showing me images of brownies. She's showing me images of you taking brownies out of the oven. And she's saying, I love it. Yeah, she's saying, thank you, yes please, this is my, this is my favorite thing. And she's showing us soup. She's showing me there's almost not a soup that I've met that I didn't really, like. She likes warm, feel good. There's these warm, feel good memories from those two things. She's also showing me that she has a real sweet, soft spot for what looks like, I'm seeing a little dog. Is this something that was, a little dog was part of your family?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. She says this brought her right back to a very, kind of sweet, happy, giggly, or childlike, state of just right into a state of sweetness. So that's her, that's one of her joys. She says, my loves, my little joys. She says that the one thing that she says that she wants to acknowledge is that she says there are choices I could have made that could have been a little bit healthier, or maybe even wiser, she says. And she says that there are some things that I wish I would have done a little bit differently sometimes in my life, because I see that it would have taken care of my family members better, so they didn't have to worry or wonder about me and what I was up to. And she says, I wish I would have been a little bit more communicative at times too. And she says that she just wanted to make sure that she got a chance to say that to you, because she said she'd be remiss not to get to say that in some way, shape, or form. So she's saying thank you for that. She wanted to do that. Now is the time, she's saying, to turn it over to you. If you've got any thoughts or questions at all that you wanted to share for her.
Her little sisters keep asking for a message from her. So do you have anything for them?
Yes. And what are her little sisters' first names? I'll get one for each.
Emma and Kaya.
Emma and Kaya. Okay, great. So first for Kaya, she's saying that for Kaya, she wants Kaya to know that she is very, very sensitive spiritually. It looks like Kaya's got a lot of intuitive and even what we call psychic abilities. All of us are psychic, to be honest. All of us have the ability to intuitively communicate and feel God's energy. It's our birthright to communicate with God, and that's all that psychic energy is. It's our extrasensory abilities to sense spirit, and we've all got it. We can all awaken it, but for some people, it's a little more open and advanced than others, and whether we know it or not, it's there. Well, she's saying that for Kaya, she's very open. She says she's very, very dreamy and sometimes ungrounded, like she's floating off in another dimension, a little bit in a dream world. And she says that she sees her spiritual gifts. She sees her creativity, too. It feels like there's a lot of creative, artistic energy around Kaya as well. Also a very old soul. And she says that she's guiding her, and she's saying that Kaya is someone that feels like doesn't want to follow the beaten path in life or follow the beat of anybody else's drum but her own. And she actually is just giving her permission to be herself totally and not have to be like other people. Saying you don't have to be like other people. You don't have to follow other people's, thoughts or opinions or beliefs or anything. You can just be totally yourself and just be, wild and free and go for your creative dreams. Is her message to Kaya. And then remind me of her other sister's name real quick. I got so swept. What was it again?
Emma.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to now just connect her into Emma's energy. She's saying Emma. She's showing me now Emma's energy. It looks like there's something might be a little bit challenging on Emma's part because it looks like Ashley works really hard on neutralizing any pain or confusion or sense of loss that might be going through her heart. She's like really helping her. So if there's extra sense of guilt or grief that might be moving through Emma, and she's actually nodding about the guilt part. It feels like there might be a little bit of feeling of guilt, and that's a very natural part that goes along with grief. For many of us, we come up with something in our mind to feel a little bit guilty about, if I would have said this differently, or I wish I had the chance to do this or that with them, things like that. She's saying she's really helping to neutralize that, and she's saying that she wants Emma to let go of any sense of guilt or any heaviness that she's going through in her life at this time. She's really, really helping to neutralize it. She also says that she will feel better and stronger as she reaches out with other people, as she connects with other people. She says don't get drawn into any sadness or negative or depressed or low feelings, which again is natural. So we all go through that kind of stuff every once in a while, but she's saying don't do that. She says don't do it. Don't follow those thoughts wherever they might be trying to lead you. Let yourself be light and be joyful. She says if you can learn anything from me, learn to love yourself, learn to enjoy life, and just be absolutely as happy as you possibly can. She says you are free to be happy now and always, as long as you learn to just forgive yourself and let go of whatever it is that might be getting in the way of you giving yourself permission to love and enjoy your life. So she says, Emma, you're a beautiful soul. You are so loved and thought of as a beautiful, kind of loving and even mysterious, beautiful person by so many around you. So know that you're not ever, kind of alone. It looks like Ashley's a beacon, for Emma. She really likes to lead her through life, and she says that she really likes to see her spending time, when she does reach out with family and connect with family, and being at home or being, kind of in the bosom of her family and closest dear loved ones. Very healthy for her and good for her, and she says that is supported for her, and she needs some support, so it's good for her to be around others. And finally, she's giving a kiss to each one on the cheek, and she's saying she's going to be sending each one a sign or a gift. It feels like for Emma, she might be sending along a book, a particular book that feels like to her is meaningful or has a life-changing sort of element in it, like words of wisdom or inspiration, help, kind of moving forward. And it looks like she wants to do the same thing for Kaya, too, is send along a little piece of wisdom or a book or even music for her, too. It's like she's sending along something creative. Her final thing that she just wants to do is just send love, 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 love. She's saying healing comes through forgiveness. She's saying, please, again, forgive me for anything that I may have done or said that, she says that I now regret because, I could have, shown any lack of love or regard for myself or lack of wisdom or something like that. But she's saying, I love you so much. Thank you for all your patience with me over time. And she's saying, all of my gratitude. I love you. All is well and all is healed and all is health. I am truly well and I am truly whole in all in all ways at this time. And she's showing us she's sending her father a Valentine. She's saying, Dad, you're my true Valentine. You're my best Valentine. And she's smiling really big, almost like a cute little kid, like handing the Valentine. It looks like a homemade Valentine on the outside, and then there's tons of chocolates and goodies and secret little notes on the inside. So she's saying that she says she loves her daddy too. And she's just sending him a shout out and a hello, and she's saying thank you for being supportive, strong, for everybody continuing to be light and to let your sense of humor just flow. People need to hear you laugh and help you be light and playful and fun. So she's finally she's saying thank you to me. So thank you very much, Ashley. That's very sweet of you. And she says again that she's grateful for this. She says groups like this are a godsend, and she's grateful for its existence and that everyone is gathered here today. She says, listen to one another, connect with one another. This is a good, healthy, wonderful place to be, and she's so happy that all of you, connect here and make the commitment to connect with one another. It's a good support system, and she believes in it. So she says, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kira. And